Well, today I wasn't really planning on making a video, but I figured I might as well, because I'm going to do some different things today. I'm going to use my caulking. I'm going to do some paint touch-up. I'm also going to do some flooring, applying this roof coating elastomeric from Durabrite. I also have some stucco patch material. This is dry vit and a sandy material mixed in with paint for the stucco, and I'm going to see if it can't match in a couple different places. This is the same type of stuff, but I think this is a little bit lighter color, and I was like, how come there's two different colors of stucco here? But I think there is. This stucco here I think is a little bit darker than this stucco, like over here where this concrete column is that goes all the way up. That looks a little bit whiter than this column. In fact, that column looks a little bit lighter color than that column there. And so the other day I got my caulking out and I patched up some of the cracks that were in the stucco. I also did a couple other things. See, there's a little spot right there that was missing. There was also a little bit right in there. I also put some over there. So I'm gonna have to kind of touch that stuff up. And I even went ahead. I was gonna wait until the summer to do this, and I thought, no, it's October. Granted, it's October, and it's quite sunny outside, but it's shadowy over here. But still, it's going to be in the high 60s today. So I thought, hey, might as well take care of some of these different things. See if I can't patch some of this stuff in. Now, see, I patched a little of the stucco in here with caulking, and then I used the paint. I didn't use this paint here. I used the paint that I put on this trim, and it blended in pretty good in some places, and other places it didn't. See how dark it is over here on this column? But on this wall, it tied in pretty good. And on that column, I did a little bit over in there. It kind of blended in. Over here, I cut that in, but it was still, I could see it a little bit, so I went ahead and painted just this little edge right in here. Boom, 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 boom. With my paintbrush, my 2-inch throwaway paintbrush, I used that same color and just painted the edge of that. It blends right in, doesn't it? Well, then I tried to do it over here the other day, and I put some white caulking on these different areas. I tried to get it as thin as I could, and without rubbing my finger raw on this stucco, because it's really rough stuff. Even though it's flat and smooth, it's rough when you're trying to put the caulking on there. And I use the same paint color as I did over here, and see how it's a little bit darker. Plus, I've got the caulk lines on there. I didn't really like that. I was hoping those were going to blend in a little bit better. So that's why I've got my stucco patch out. I'm going to try to blend this in. And I'm also going to try to do that over here. This is that lighter color of the stucco patch I think I have. And then here's the darker over here. Not quite sure how that happened, but you know, hey, I'm just trying to blend in and match existing conditions. I don't want to put the dark over here because this column's way high. You know, so I'm gonna try to do a little bit of that. Some of the stuff's going to get on here, I think, but you know, I got a sponge and I got my bucket down there of water, and I think I'll be okay with that. And then I'm going to do some of the roofing material. So some of this stuff I'm gonna try to patch in. Remember that stucco patch I put in right here? Look at that, it blended in really good. And then I thought I'll just touch it up with my paintbrush with that same color, the same color that I put over here on this wall. And I did it over here too. See how it's slightly darker. I was hoping it was going to blend right in, and you can see where I did it all the way across there with my paintbrush from here down. You see that? So I'm gonna take this dry vit and I'm gonna try to blend it across there and put it on. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do it yet. I think I'm gonna use my 4-inch roller, and I saved the roller cover. It's kind of stiff. I don't know if that's gonna work, and I might even just take it out of the paint, out of that bucket with my my 2-inch paintbrush again. Here it is. See, it's still in good shape, isn't it? And I might put that on there with the paintbrush. And so there's different little things I'm going to do today to see if I can't blend things in a little bit more better. And the caulking, why do I have the caulking out? Well, I'm going to go ahead and caulk underneath these columns again. I got down there in my hands and knees the other day, yesterday, and it was kind of cold. It was in the high 40s, and I put some caulking on there, and I thought I'm going to put another coat on there. And I looked underneath there. Sure enough, there was a couple little spots that were still missing, and this is like my last chance that I get before of caulking and painting and trimming and different things before I want to put these concrete pavers back down. Once I put the concrete pavers back down here, there's no way I'm going to be able to get up underneath there to caulk that later. And I want to make sure I do the best possible job that I can, because I'm hoping this is going to last, that the caulking and the painting that I'm doing and the ceiling, the floor ceiling, is going to last for the next 20 years, and it doesn't leak underneath this floor anymore. And so here I've got my last few days of good weather that I can do this, and so I'm gonna have at it with all these different products. So if that's what you want to see today, stick around. Yeah, I've got just a little more caulking left in here. I want to make sure from yesterday it didn't skin over. I'm going to kind of poke that a little in there. It feels like it's going to come out pretty nice. Trick here is to have a clean tip, a smallish tip. See, there's some of the rubber stuff right there. That's from the other day, and I don't want to start with that coming out. Well, this is caulked pretty good already, but I just wanted to do a once over here. I got plenty on there. My finger down lower and making sure it doesn't get all over, and then on the next pass I get up right up in there and push it right up on where I need to go, because I couldn't get my caulk tube up there exact. Oh, that's good. That's good. Now see, I just take an empty caulk tube and wipe my finger on there, get most of it off. Nice little place to do it, huh? That's just gonna be thrown away. My finger down further than I need to fill a little bit the edge, and then I come up further and get right up in there. Nice. Nice job. Just a little excess right there. I can just wipe it on that. I couldn't do it the other day. I mean, actually I did put one coat down there, and I thought, I got a little bit more caulking. Let's just put a little bit more on there today. I could only do one coat of it yesterday because it was so cold and it needed to skin up. By that time it got too cold.